Jūjika no Rokunin. Chapter 9. The night felt heavier than before. Only two remained, but they were no longer united. Fear had turned into suspicion. Every word sounded like a lie. Every silence felt dangerous. They stayed together, but distance grew between them. Neither trusted the other anymore. Both believed they might be sacrificed. Shun waited. He did not chase them. He let fear do the work for him. Fear always revealed the truth faster than violence. One of them made a decision. He planned to run, to disappear before it was his turn. He packed quietly, checked the door again and again. His hands would not stop shaking. The moment he stepped outside, reality hit him. Shun was already there. The boy froze. His breath collapsed into shallow gasps. Every excuse he had prepared vanished instantly. He tried to bargain. He blamed the others. He promised silence. Shun did not respond. The past was already decided. Words could not change it. When it ended, the street returned to silence. Another name would soon be whispered. Another disappearance explained away. Shun walked forward without hesitation. Only one remained now. And this time, there would be no confusion. Chapter 10. The last one was alone. No friends. No protection. No excuses left. He stayed inside his house for days. Curtains closed. Phone always in his hand. Every sound from outside made his body tense. Sleep became impossible. When he closed his eyes, memories returned. Laughter. Cruel jokes. A weak boy on the ground. He told himself it was over. That it had all been a game. That none of it mattered anymore. But fear does not listen to lies. Shun watched from a distance. He did not rush. This moment needed time to mature. Fear had already stripped the boy of everything. Confidence was gone. Arrogance erased. What remained was desperation. On the third night, the boy broke. He left the house. Not to escape. Not to fight. To end the waiting. He walked through empty streets, calling out Shun's name with a shaking voice. Apologies spilled out without control. He begged the darkness for an answer. Shun stepped forward. The boy collapsed instantly. Knees hit the ground. Hands pressed together. He confessed everything. Every lie. Every act. Every moment he had enjoyed the suffering of others. Shun listened quietly. This was not justice. This was not forgiveness. This was the end of a path chosen long ago. When it was over, the night returned to silence once again. The revenge was complete. But Shun did not feel relief, only emptiness, because some wounds never close. Chapter 11. Silence followed. The city continued to move as if nothing had changed. People went to school, went to work, lived their lives. 5 names slowly faded from memory. Excuses replaced questions. Time buried the truth. Shun returned to his routine. Training, school, silence. Nothing felt different on the surface. But inside, something had shifted. The anger that once drove him was gone. In its place was a cold emptiness. Not peace, not relief, just absence. His grandfather watched him carefully. He said nothing. He already knew. Revenge does not heal. It only ends. Shun understood that now. The faces that haunted him were gone, but the damage remained. The past could not be erased, only completed. That night, Shun sat alone. No fear followed him. No footsteps chased him. For the first time, there was nothing left to do. The question was no longer about revenge. It was about what comes after. And Shun did not yet have an answer. Chapter 12 days passed slowly. Without enemies left to chase, Shun felt time stretch in uncomfortable ways. Mornings arrived without urgency. Nights arrived without fear. The routine remained the same, but the purpose was gone. He continued training out of habit. His body moved automatically. His mind stayed distant. The strength he had built for revenge now had nowhere to go. At school, everything felt unreal. Desks were filled. Voices echoed. Life continued as if nothing had ever happened. Shun watched people carefully. Their smiles, their complaints, their ordinary worries. Once he believed the world was cruel. Now he realized something worse. The world was indifferent. His grandfather spoke to him that night. Not about revenge, not about strength. He asked a simple question. "What will you do now?" Shun did not answer. For the first time, he felt uncertainty. Not fear, not anger. Emptiness mixed with confusion. Revenge had given him direction. Without it, he stood still. As he lay awake, Shun understood one thing clearly. This story was not over. It had only reached a different kind of beginning.